This is the Imperial landing craft from 2008. Before I get into all the awesome play features this thing has, I gotta get right into my major critique of this set, which is unfortunately its durability. As much as we like to prop up these old sets for, having all these awesome play features, unfortunately, a lot of them aren't super durable. In this case, the entire fin is held up with just about 6 studs here, which, wow, that makes the base sort of stable. The rest of the wing can come off very, very easily, which just isn't ideal. Aside from that, though, this does accelerate a lot as a pretty awesome toy. We have a pretty spacious interior in the cockpit for just one minifigure, some gear mechanisms to allow you to alter the state of the wings, which is very satisfying to do. We have 2 Technic competition cannons in the front, which can be launched just by pressing down this outward cone here. We have bombs that can be dropped, which we'll take a look at those in a bit, which can be released just by pressing that lever, though I wish it wasn't red. Just personally, we can also remove the entire base here. You can see that there's a little bit more red here, which you can just flip those up. There's one on each side, and by doing that, you can completely remove the shuttle, giving you access to the interior. Here we see the bombs that can be dropped. Unfortunately, they're kind of hanging loose, so any significant swooshing is probably going to have them flying all around the cockpit. You can see the mechanism for how the Technic competition cannons are launched. We only have 2 seats for minifigs, but we have more room right here and right here for more minifigures to stand. We have some jumpers scattered around, which allow you to place their accessories, and honestly, if you just remove the seats, you can realistically just about double the amount of figures you can put in here, so there's a lot more room in here than it looks. And for landing gear, we just get these 2 big bulky parts. I'd imagine you've seen this Stormtrooper before, pretty classic. 2 of your 4 Stormtroopers do come with these awesome Commander Poltrons. Wish we had more of these today. I'm not completely sure why a TIE Fighter's piloting this thing instead of an officer, but it's alright, pretty decent, okay figure for the time. There's a lot to love about this set, even though I know that aesthetically it doesn't completely fit how good modern sets look, and part of that has to do with some of the larger pieces that they've used, some of the bulkier parts, which also has to do with its lack of durability in the wing, unfortunately. But it really is just packs so much play into one little box. We get a pretty decent selection of figures. I think it's alright for this set not having any sort of Rebels, especially considering the sets that they had out at the time, like the Rebel Battle Pack. So overall, pretty good set, and I'd recommend picking it up if you find it for a decent deal.